child's experiences. So the last question that I have for you is, were there any behaviors that were misunderstood by adults? And how do you wish they had responded differently? And you've kind of touched on this in responding in your last question.
Yeah. For me, um, the knee-jerk reaction at school to put me on timeout to be the disciplinarian because the educator has like a responsibility to the many other children that are in that classroom. So they want to immediately respond and restore order so that everyone is getting an educational experience. For me, that translated into the teachers being the disciplinarian. They're not looking at what the problem is. They're not even understanding this as a cry for help. And I'm either being excluded, back then it was like go sit in a corner type stuff. I don't know if we still do that these days,
Nope.
but um, but it created distance between me and the educator as well. Like this was not a person that I could trust with my problem because they were the knee-jerk response was I have to discipline him. I have to exclude him. I have to restore order in my classroom instead of really asking what is going on. And I really want to touch on this, and maybe this is another question, but had you asked me what's going on at home, I would not have told you probably until the third time. There has to be a rapport and a trust built there for the youth to be able to really say, hey, this is what's going on. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So to demonstrate that by repeatedly asking or checking in would have been great instead of immediately going to the disciplinarian role and feeling that, I had to be separated, which only created more space between myself and the educator.
Okay. Thank you for sharing that. And my takeaway from that is the importance of building that relationship, regardless of what you're seeing, regardless of what the behaviors are. That relationship is important to move that next step over discipline, over corrective behavior.
Yeah. And consistency, to consistently be the support person instead of even the one time of potentially being the disciplinarian can really throw off and put that child at lose the sense of camaraderie and trust that they may have if done wrong.
I don't know if there's anything else you want to add in closing. We will have you come back again, as we discussed, probably doing this in a 3-part series, just because there is so much information and content to go over in regards to ACEs. But in closing, is there anything you want to add?
I just say in a way, as educators, it's like I really respect what you're doing, and you are required to have a level of hypervigilance yourself in having to be observant of our kids today, and really, being able to interpret these behaviors is a skill set that takes a lot of work and a lot of practice. And I appreciate everybody that came out to kind of learn.